The session will start soon. Meanwhile, we seek for your patience and understanding. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the entrance of the procession. The procession will now enter the hall. Please remain standing for the national anthem. Okay, please be seated. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning to the guests of honor. Yang berbahagia, Professor Dato' Dr. Masliham Muhammad Suud, President of Multimedia University. Professor Insinyur Dr. Hairul Ashar Abdul Rashid, Vice President of Research Industrial Collaborations and Engagement. Associate Professor Dr. Junaidi Abdullah, Dean, Faculty of Computing and Informatics. Professor Dr. Ting Choo, our Honorable Speaker and Professor at the Faculty of Computing and Informatics. Professor Dr. Wong Chee On, Director of Center for Lifelong Education and Learning Innovation. Management Committee members, Deans, Deputy Deans, honored guests, collaborators and friends, our friends from TM R&D, colleagues, students, and our dear audience watching online. Welcome to the MMU Inaugural Lecture Series 2022, Data Science, the Dilemma and Opportunities, organized by Multimedia University. I am Timothy, and I will be your MC for today. The inaugural lecture celebrates the promotion of an academic to the rank of professor. It is an opportunity for one to present the progress of his career and also to update colleagues, collaborators, and friends on current and future research plans, as well as introduce his field of expertise to wider audiences. This is also a chance for faculties and their research centers to recognize the achievements of their professors, engage with parties internal and external to the university, and to establish new collaborations as well as strengthen existing relationships. The vision of MMU's Faculty of Computing and Informatics is to produce computer science and IT graduates who are industry-ready with the ability to be prime innovator of ideas, solution provider, and catalyst of change in the spheres of computing and informatics. This is achieved through industry-relevant and current syllabus, coupled with vast research accomplishments by our staff and students. This inaugural lecture serves to showcase the research specialties of the faculty, to foster collaborations and research participation. With that, before we proceed to our next agenda, allow me to present to you a video showcasing the Faculty of Computing and Informatics. Thank you for the video presentation. Ladies and gentlemen, we would now like to invite Associate Professor Dr. Junaidi Abdullah, the Dean, Faculty of Computing and Informatics, to deliver the welcoming remarks.
Thank you very much, Dr. Timothy. Assalamualaikum and very good morning, everyone. Yang berbahagia, Prof. Datuk Dr. Mazliham Muhammad Suud, the President of Multimedia University, Professor Engineer Dr. Hairul Azhar bin Abdul Rashid, the Vice President of Research, Industry Collaboration and Engagement, Professor Dr. Ting Choo, our inaugural speaker today, Professor Dr. Wong Chi-on, the Director of LEARN, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to welcome all of you to the Faculty of Computing and Informatics Inaugural Lecture 2022. Whether you are joining us physically or virtually, we truly thank you for your presence. An inaugural lecture marks an important milestone in a university academic career, as it is a celebration of achievement of an academic to the rank of professor. And today we are very proud to have our Professor, Dr. Ting Choo, to share with us the insights of his academic career and also introduce his field of research. Today he will deliver his inaugural lecture entitled Data Science, the Dilemma and Opportunities. I would like to also express my sincerest thanks to the organizing committee who have been working tirelessly to ensure the success of this inaugural lecture. Not forgetting, sincere appreciation also goes to the President Office, Office of the Vice President Research, Industry Collaboration and Engagement RISE, Strategic Marketing, Admission and Recruitment, SMART, Corporation Communication Unit, CCU, Facilities Management Department, FMD, Faculty of Creative Multimedia, Faculty of Cinematic Arts, who have provided support and assistance for the organization of this inaugural lecture. Last but not least, I hope everyone will have an insightful lecture. Thank you very much and have a pleasant morning. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Junaidi. Next up, we would like to invite Professor Dr. Wong Chee On to introduce our distinguished speaker for today and invite Professor Dr. Ting Choo to deliver the inaugural lecture.
A very good morning to all distinguished guests and organizers, and also friends online. First of all, I would like to thank Professor Dr. Ting Choo, and it is my honor to be invited for Professor Ting's the inaugural lecture as the introducer for Professor Ting. I have known Professor Ting for over 20 years, and it all started when we both joined MMU in 2001, and we both are in the Faculty of Information Technology at that time, and of course now is Faculty of Computing and Informatics. Before, not long after, I moved on to Faculty of Creative Multimedia. So I have a very close encounter with Prof. Ting, whereby we join as a young researcher, young lecturers, together come into MMU, and then we explore the MMU from its beginning until today. I've witnessed Prof. Ting's works towards his goal as an academician. He is one of the staff that is very determined and hardworking. So his determination and hard work finally makes him a professor today. Prof. Ting obtained his BSc and Masters from University Technology Malaysia, specializing in computing and physics. He obtained his PhD in Information Technology from Multimedia University, specializing in artificial intelligence. His area of expertise includes big data analytics, customer profiling and modeling, geospatial analytics, retail trade area market analysis, and intelligent tutoring system. Prof. Ting is not only a dedicated educator, he is also an all-rounder academician, and he involves in research activities, consultancies, as well as services to the community. I remember back in 2002, Prof. Ting was awarded the Fellow of Microsoft Research by Microsoft Research Asia, Beijing, China. So at that time, being a young researcher, we can see the true potentials of Prof. Ting. He has been active in many projects related to predictive analytics, big data, and related field. He has also completed many research grants as a project leader, and the outcome is exemplary. Most of the projects were funded by the Ministry of Education, MOSTI, Telecom Malaysia, MDEC, and also from the industry. In terms of publications, Prof. Ting had published nearly up to 100 pieces of publications, includes journals, conferences, proceedings, book chapters, articles, and the like. Being in the field of data analytics, in the year 2014, Prof. Ting and his team members won 2 national level big data analytics competitions. Also, as an academician, Prof. Ting is also involved in training and consultancies. He is an active trainer for MDEC and Intan for courses related to big data and data science. His consultancy projects involving the field has gained Prof. Ting a good recognition in the country. Now, being a trainer, he is also a certified Microsoft Technology Associate Database, IBM DB2 CDA, and Coursera Data Science Specialization, Johns Hopkins University. Prof. Ting holds several leadership positions in the university. He was once appointed as the Deputy Dean of the Institute for Postgraduate Studies in the past. Prof. Ting is also an active player in the national services. His involvement in the national service includes the recent works for Selangor COVID-19 initiatives through Sri Lanka, and was appointed as the data scientist to support the national COVID-19 immunization program under the Vaccine Supply Forecasting and Modeling Group. With his international network and expertise, Prof. Ting established a collaboration with INCA, and he is the founder of INCA Lab in FCI MMU. So without any delay, I wish to invite Prof. Dr. Ting Choo for his inaugural lecture on the topic of data science, the dilemma and opportunities. Please welcome Professor Dr. Ting Choo. Thank you.
Okay, very good morning to every one of you. First of all, on behalf of MMU, welcome to MMU. I hope that you like MMU. The environment is very beautiful and the scenery is very beautiful also. Right, this is a very nice university to work for, and also to study at. Right, again, welcome everyone to MMU. So, the knowledge sharing for today is data science, the dilemma and opportunity. Yeah, before I continue with this topic, allow me to firstly thank the senior management of MMU, particularly our president, Prof. Dr. Masliham, Prof. Hairul, Dr. Junaidi, and the other senior management members for giving me this great opportunity to stand here. Yeah, to stand here. All right. So this is definitely something great for me, right, in my journey to as a academics in MMU. And also, I would like to grab this opportunity to thank my fellow colleagues from FCI who has been, WhatsApping, texting, emailing about this event. It's not easy, all right? It's not easy. I nearly put all of them into the spam folder already. Yeah, it's not easy, really not easy. It's really not easy. And thank you to the Deputy Dean for FCI for leading all these things, Associate Professor Dr. Chua Fang Fang. Thank you very much to you and the rest of the members. Thank you very much. And also I want to take this opportunity to thank my wife for accompanying me since my university life. So she's my junior, right? So that is the benefit of becoming a senior, right? So that is very true, you see. So for the whole life, she only complains me one thing. When I talk to you, can you please look at my eyes? Because my brain is still thinking of the modeling, you see, the model, how does it work? So there is the difference between working in industry and working in academics. Because in academics, 24 hours by 7, jalan your brain. So that is a bit difficult. So again, I want to thank her for the whole journey until I can stand here. Thank you very much, Yan Guan. So allow me to proceed with this talk today, right? Allow me to proceed with it. Let me check whether it's working or not. Yep. Okay. Let me begin with my journey at MMU. 2001, I joined MMU as a lecturer. My title began with a Mr. Right? I graduated from UTM, so immediately after that, I joined MMU. I got an offer from UNIMAS, actually, but born in Kuching, Sarawak. Already seen Sarawak, Kuching. So I said, why not I try KL? But I didn't know that back then, Cyberjaya was like a jungle. And MMU is like very small at that time, very, very small. I still remember we crammed together with our colleagues from FOE building back then. So, yeah. So in 2009, 9 years struggling. But actually my serious work was 5 years. I got my PhD, didn't take it seriously, so still young, and still want to enjoy the world, the life. So finally being pressured to, hey, you must do your PhD and complete it fast. Otherwise, nothing you can do. Promotion pun susah, everything, opportunity pun tak ada. You make it better. Yeah, you make it quick. So I took it seriously and completed in 4.5 lah, right? In 2010, I got my senior lecturership. Right, 1 year after I got my PhD, because publication enough everything, I got that. So in 2010, mid of that, I was asked to be the deputy dean for the faculty, back then Faculty of Information Technology. And in 2011, so I got another promotion, that is principal lecturer. And 2 years after that, I got my associate professor. So, struggling another 8 years. 2000, last year. Thank you to Prof. Dato for making my dream come true as a professor. Thank you, Prof. Dato. You see, I purposely go and blanco the thing, use the marker pen to highlight it. It's the same business card, basically. What I want to tell you here, not class here, is ladies and gentlemen, what I want to share with you here is that next time, if your kids cannot do well in ringkasan, rumusan of a karangan, don't blame them. Because it took me 8 years to remove the word associate, to do a summarization of the text. The text is long, you see, associate professor. So I was actually wondering, is there a natural language processing program or whatever to minimize the two words into one? It really took me 8 years to do that. So if your kids cannot do a ringkasan, rumusan summary in 1 month, forgive them. It took me 8 years just to remove the word, associate. Now, why I tell you now why I hate the word very much. For 3 reasons, right? Or what is the reason I want to remove the word? Firstly, let me share with you. I occasionally, during that period of time, after I got my associate professor, I had colleagues warded in the hospital. I have students warded. So I visited them. So, of course, out of respect, the kids or the colleagues will introduce me to the parents or the siblings. Hi, Daddy, Mommy, this is my lecturer, Dr. Ting, right, Dr. Ting. So what happened, the next thing was, the parents came to me. Thank you, doctor, for coming to check my kids. I've been waiting for this for 2 days already, specialist not coming. Thank you for visiting. Yeah, can you look at the blood profile? Can you look at the MRI report? I like, a very long So this is the first reason. So I don't like that, I don't like the feeling being called a doctor in hospital because I can't do much. That is the first thing. The second reason is that, okay, I like being involved in industry. I thank industry very, very much. Right? Industry had actually helped me grow up in terms of how to do networking and so forth. So when I go to industry, I present my business card. The next thing they call me is Professor Ting. Now this is another side of the story, right? One is hospital and another one is industry. So industry people can hardly differentiate an associate professor and a professor. They thought that they are the same kind of animal. So they said, okay, I out of due to respect, I address you professor lah, right? So the feeling is not good, I'm not a professor, you call me a professor. Gaji pun tak sampai sana, why you call me a professor, right? If my gaji is there, okay lah, right? You call me a professor, but I'm not a professor. That is the second reason. So I make it an effort lah. Come on lah, get rid of the word in front of me lah. The title. So the third reason, this is even worse. You see, my title is associate professor. So when I ask the student, I make sure that you put my name correctly in the assignment report. What they do is that often, I'm not sure the rest of the colleague, they put ASS Prof. Not ASS and then Prof. You see, they help me to do ringkasan, rumusan, summary. But come on lah, that is different kind of meaning already, right? That is like, are you humiliating me or are you trying to help me or come on lah, right? I prefer you call me Ting. Don't give me a title like that. I don't think any university will have that title. So that were the three reasons. Remember, that were the three reasons why I say, come on, get rid of that. So I took 8 years to do the summarization. So again, I want to thank the president today, Prof. Dato', for making my dream comes true. Thank you, Dato'. Now, I want to show you something more interesting. I have 3 red dots here. 2010, I got the promotion from Professor Emeritus Dr. Zaharin. The second one I got from Professor Dato' Dr. Muhammad Asad. The third one, our president today, Professor Dato' Dr. Masliham. Now, as a data scientist standing in front of you now, I deal with patterns a lot. I like patterns, right? As a data scientist, we churn out patterns. So let me tell you a story. I think 1.5 years after Prof. Emeritus Dr. Zaharin joined MMU, I look at my profile. I said, okay, I got it already. Enough already. So I sent my application. So I got it. I really got it, 1 year or 1.5 years after he joined MMU. Then, around 1.5 years after Professor Dr. Muhammad Asad joined MMU, I submit again the application. Again, I got it. This principal lecturer. So when Prof. Dr. Masliham joined MMU, I look at my pattern. As a data scientist, I got the pattern already. 2 rounds, 1 year plus. Ini kalilah, 1 year plus. So again, thank you, Prof. Dato', for giving me this opportunity again. So as a data scientist, we do the pattern, we capture the pattern, we implement it to ourselves. Collaboration, thank you. Because without you, I'm not here today. I'm not here today. The government of Malaysia, Telecom Malaysia, government of Selangor, Amy, the bosses is here. All right. We have Dr. Helmi here. Thank you, Dr. Helmi. AINCA, we have friends from AINCA as well, okay, who actually set up a lab in the faculty. Thank you for giving us the opportunity. We have China Construction Bank, really great opportunity. All right. This is opening our eyes to international again, one level up. I have worked with Hitachi as well. Thank you, Hitachi, for giving me this opportunity to explore banking and insurance. I have also with Merriman and InfoPro. These are banking insurance providers. Okay. So funding, again, thanks to these companies for giving me this opportunity to go abroad. I went abroad to attend conferences, research funding. Thanks to these agencies. Now, I always believe, right? I always believe until today, I would like to grab this opportunity to share with everyone that all of us, whether you are a professor, you are not a professor, we should actually excel in not only research, right? Because research, our thesis will stay forever in the library. Nobody is going to read it unless your students say, hey, you, go and read my thesis. Yeah, that is the first thing that I will ask my student to do, because I am the example. You follow me lah. I won't push you to longkang. You follow me. Okay. So industry experience is important. Why? Not only to bring the university name up, but more importantly, you bring it back to the teaching. The students now, after COVID-19, I interview them. They do not want to have something that is similar to YouTube. If a lecturer is actually reading from the textbook, standard materials, it is the same as you read textbook and e-textbook and YouTube. So they don't want any more. They want to learn from our real-world experience. They want to learn from us from there. That is why the students will grow. That is how we bridge them to the industry. If we ourselves are not there, how are we going to bridge them? How are we going to teach them? Teach them theory? Is that what the industry is looking for? So that is what always in my mind. Not that I like collaboration. Well, I like collaboration. Not only I have the experience, but I also earn extra money. No, why not, right? Okay, it's good. But more importantly, our kerja hakiki, bringing the student up, is our duty. Make sure that our graduates are actually world standard. So these are some of the recognitions from the federal government, from the state government, right, from Microsoft and so forth. Thank you for the opportunity to serve the nation in many different ways, particularly in data science modeling. Okay, now let me go to more technical word talk, and let me share with you the lesson that I learned for the past 10 years involving in industry. Right? This is what I learned. Again, I want to thank all the industry partners that are here and not here online. Thank you very much for every one of you who gave me the opportunity to learn and allowed me to share what I've learned. The dilemma in industry with respect to data science is always these two questions. Number one, what should I know before jumping into the game? Number two, what value does data science guarantee me? You want me to pour money in, you have to tell me what is the ROI, right? So let's go into the first one first. What should I know before jumping into data science? Okay, the first question that I learned, right, when I work with the state government, we work with the federal government, the same story. And thanks for all the Sifu telling me, right? You want a descriptive statistics through a dashboard, or you want a data science predictive work? It's very different, right? More than often when we provide training to through JPA, right? Different government agencies came in. The word analytics seems big, but actually go to the foundation, fundamental, the first thing to do is still the dashboard. It's still the dashboard and the statistic part. If that is not done, forget about the data science, the analytics, because you literally can't put a bigger engine, horsepower engine into a small car. You can't do that, right? You have to get your car solid first. The next thing that I learned is that there is always a gap between me and the industry when we talk about intelligence. Because intelligence, there are 4 types here. The autonomous, the expanding, the supporting, the automation. From my experience, most of the industry will start with automation, and they take automation as intelligence. That is when I taught chicken, they understood duck. Wow, that is almost the same animal, but they are different type. This is very, very different. So from the experience, right, from the experience with companies, the first thing this is the second questions that I ask. What sort of intelligence are you looking at? You know, because if you get the correct intelligence in place, you do not need to U-turn, keep U-turn. That is the important thing. Are you anticipating iterative process? This is the worst thing that when I talk to the CTO, Chief Technology Officer, if I have a chance to talk to the CEO, that will be easier. I mean, Chief Entertainment Officer. If I talk to them, very easy, right? Because if I talk to CTO, usually CTO are around my age or older than me, you see. So their knowledge in data science, in analytics could be also limited sometimes. So you have to somehow share more information to them. And in their mind, they always think that, hey, this is again another software life cycle. Even though it is agile, but it is sometimes linear, sequential, step-by-step jalan. It's like app development, website development is more linear. But in data science, you can literally, towards the end, you can switch back, reverse gear, no? Immediately reverse gear, reverse. And you have to start back. So the iteration is so taxing. It's very, very taxing. So that is why, right? That is why the company need to know that it is an iterative process. Bukan interactive, iteration. It's a lot of iteration there. This is also another thing that the company would also, we do like mati-mati, we do things, right? And then they don't trust us. They don't trust robot, they don't trust us. Human tak trust, robot pun tak trust, tak tahu nak trust apa. Right? So a difficulty is there also, trusting the robots. Yeah. This is the dilemma. The company see this is a dilemma because if I trust the robot, who is going to sign off the thing? Who is going to sign off that? Someone must be responsible, am I right? Someone must agree that, hey, I agree that this model is working. Someone must sign off. You cannot ask robot, hey, robot, you put your signature, e-signature there. There's no such thing. So someone must sign off. So it is very hard. So if someone there, your counterpartner, your clients are not following through, the trust level can be very low, even though you show them the accuracy is 99%. 98%. They say, oh, okay, give me a bit more time, right? So the next thing here is, this is also a hard way that I learned. Do your sponsors, do they know about data science or not? Do they know about data science or not? If they don't know, then we have to educate them. Right? We have to share with them that data science is doing this. I'm very fine and very okay if the industry is very is welcoming me and accepting me to give a series of talks. I'm very happy. At least I do my duty as a lecturer in the university. And also, this is also the company will ask, why does it take so long? Why does it take 2 months? Why does it take 3 months? Why does it take so long? The cleaning, the pre-processing itself can take 60% of the effort. So that is why the company, if the company understood that, they are okay. If the company cannot appreciate that is an iterative, some more it will take that long at the pre-processing, then you have hard time sharing with them. So that is the dilemma. Again, whether the company would like to forward with you or not. They also think of, in terms of, for us as an academic, we look at 60%. 60% is like student marks, is it? Student mark, pass already. But company look at this 60% mean money already. I need to pump in 60% of my budget into this only. They see different thing. This is what academics don't see. So if you don't jump into the academy, out of academia and involve yourself in this industry, you will never appreciate that 60% is equivalent to dollar and cent. That's what I learned also. So we don't talk about numbers, we talk about dollar and cent that way. That you can appreciate that very, very easily. And this one, get the right expert. Now, companies, when they think you are a data scientist, you can do everything. Medical also boleh, COVID-19 pun boleh, fraud detection pun boleh, insurance straight-through process pun boleh, and then geographical information system pun boleh, everything you boleh. Because why? You need data only one. I give you data, everything you can. Wow, like that, like that I can change job already, you see. Multiple jobs already at one time. What I learned here is that if you want me to go through with you, fine. You get your SME here, right? So that is very different for my experience with Amy, with Ainka, right? With Hitachi. They are very different, all right? And many companies that I work with, very different because they provide SME. CEO of Amy, Dr. Helmi, and Dr. Fazila, they are the specialists in public health. So they will tell me, we are looking into this direction. We want to see this. We are expecting this. Does the model actually giving us something like that or even better? So we have a guideline, see? And not that, this is data you go and do. Apa-apa you dapat bagi saya. Wow, that one cannot, right? Cannot. So these are the experts. That is why God's created human being. God's never created dinosaur to rule the world. You can understand me? Yeah, there is a human that rule the world. Bukan dinosaur yang rule the world. If you are the dinosaur, you are no longer here. Oh, I'm talking to robots already. Or maybe I'm the robot also. Right? So that is why we still exist until today. Because God created us. So because God created us, we are of the highest intelligence. Yeah. So whatever model that we do, get the expert to validate. Yeah. They have 20 years of experience in the field. Can't they just help us? They just say one thing rather than we do the whole month of modeling and tell them, any pasar malam is one of the criteria for outbreak of COVID-19. We know that already like 10 years ago. 1 month of doing, you tell me this answer. It's like, yeah, you straight to them, pasar malam yeah, very fast, right? Rather than we churn a lot from the data, and then we only find, that is called shock sendiri already later on. Okay, now, all data science work, from my experience, from what I learned, must be actionable. Must be actionable, right? Actionable means you can churn out, you can have ROI in terms of dollar and cent. Everything has to be there. Right? Before that, you have to ask yourself, do you want to sell data science as a service or as a product? It's very different. Do you want data science as a value-added service to complement the existing product? Itu lagi different. And do you want data science to enhance your in-house services and processes? It's very different. One, okay, next slide. Okay, I will share with you a bit more later on. Okay, what value does data science guarantee me? That is a second question, second dilemma by the company. Second, okay. So these are some of the, from the website, you can say, data science is good in this, good in that, good in it. Yeah, there's no doubt, right? These are actually expressed by many different use cases at different countries. But I can summarize it into two only. You are actually for external purpose or internal purpose, right? Are you helping your own internal process, or are you using it for customer journey, customer experience, or cheaper product? What do you want? For MMU point of view, maybe we have student journey analytics that is phasing out. It means that we use student data to craft the journey for the student. For a hospital, for insurance company, we can have also patient journey or patient navigation, whereby we, based on the medical history of a patient, we plan for them, particularly those at the early stage of cancer. So you see, we have to know whether it is for external purpose or internal purpose. Okay? So, not to forget, right, while everyone is talking about data science, that is, or the return must be dollar and cent, but data science, the measurement can be also in terms of time. If we cut short the process, we are earning also. So can we use that as also a measurement to measure the effectiveness of data science? Right? So next, go to the opportunities. Okay, I had a discussion with some of the companies organized by this Institute Masa Depan Negara, and I go and get some more information. I noticed that SME in Malaysia a lot there, really a lot, 1.2 million. All right, that is what I grabbed. And then I noticed that also Malaysia is also top 10 countries in e-commerce retail growth. Well, Malaysia, not bad. But for Malaysia, until last year, October, the data last year, October, we have only 77 SME at the basic digitalization stage. Wow, 77% basic digitalization. And with that, it is expected that by 2025, the digital economy is contributing 22.6% of the Malaysia GDP. Now, what if this 77, we increase it to 99%? That's number one. What if out of this 99%, we have them, portion of them, advanced digitalization stage? So I see, wow, there is a lot of opportunity for data science in Malaysia itself, right? So can we, as a university, as a NGO or consortium or community, grab this opportunity? This is a big pie there. So let's move on. The news also mentioned that there are 4 digital capabilities SEA business should focus on in 2022. So effective data, customer data management. So we can't run away from customer journey, patient journey, student journey anymore. We can't run away already, because that is the way moving forward. So how do we automate that? Do we want to manual make it, or you want to digitalize it, or you want to have it with back-end analytics to support your process? So these are the companies that grab the opportunity now. They have the data, they have the manpower, they grab everything. Right? They started already. The more features given by them, right, the easier we follow them through, right? So if you want to go to one place to another, the first thing you think of Grab. From Grab, they want to hold you, not getting out of the app. So there's a food, there's market, whatever. They want you to be experienced. By the way, I'm not a salesperson for Grab, so I have to declare that first. This is just an example. Sams go to insurance company, Shams go to Food Panda, and others. This article actually drew my attention. SME digitalization are government's initiative really effective. Now I may want to say, why can't the university play some role inside here? University, we have so many professors, so many with PhD, with expertise. We can also support the SME. Why should we actually rely on the government, right? Government want to see this, see that, but university, can we do something or not? I would say that these are opportunity for a university, not only MMU, but other universities, right, in Malaysia. So moving forward, this is always company, my feedback from the company. I'm interested, but something but means in dilemma already, right? So how much is the investment? How to control the budget? How soon can I see the POC? You sure it will help my business? These are some of the things that companies usually ask me. Okay, so from my experience with industry and what I see when I talk to my students, right? If you have enough money, right? If it is medium and long time frame, then you set up your own data science team because you have data. You go ahead. But if you do not have that much of money, come to us lah. Come to MMU. Come to MMU. We support you, right? We support you. Okay. So come to MMU. We have enough lecturers to help you do a lot of things, of course, with the permission of the dean, right? Of course, with the permission of the dean and the management. But I'm very sure that this is always something that is benefiting the students and the industry. That is what I liked, what Prof. Dato' Masliam has in his mind and rolling out the iCadet things. It's very, very good. That is why you bridge the students to the industry as soon as possible. That is why we need that, right? Then we are building the feeding, we are the feeder to the industries. So it's a win-win situation. So let's do the R&D together. So we do the R&D, you go with the solution partner, and final productization. After that, feedback to us, then we try again, right? So we have this research lab like Dell Lab, INCA, and we have a sponsor from MDEC as well, right? So these are new labs. Okay, I think lastly, talk to us, right? Talk to us. Even though we are not as handsome as you are expecting, but we can advise you accordingly. Thank you very much. And we believe that MMU is the catalyst for digital transformation. Right. Thank you very much, and that's all for my sharing today. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Professor Ting, for the insightful lecture. I'm sure the audience received numerous insights on the challenges and the opportunities in data science. The content presented by Professor Ting is indeed eye-opening, and I believe the lecture will be beneficial to anyone interested in the field of data science. Ladies and gentlemen, we have now come to the end of the MMU Inaugural Lecture Series 2022, Data Science, the Dilemma and Opportunities. Thank you for attending and tuning in to today's lecture. We hope you have gained a lot from today's inaugural lecture and that you continue to support our future series of the inaugural lectures. Take care and goodbye. We would now like to invite all the guests of honor to have a photography session. All guests of honor are now invited to be on stage to have a group photo. Thank you everyone for the photo session. Oh, one more. I see. All right, so please everyone. Siapa yang? Oh, I see. Okay, so please remain in your seat. Okay, so the photographer will take a photo from the front. All right.